His gubernatorial campaign with us here on this Sunday, July 24th. I'm Gary Liberatore in for Katrina this morning. And we begin this morning with the threat of some severe weather moving into our area later today. Meteorologist Eric Gage joins us now from the Weather Center with the very latest. And Eric, some of that radar looks pretty threatening out to the west.
Yeah, so for right now we are remaining mostly dry, and this morning mostly dry, very warm as well. High temperatures already in the 70s across some parts of our area, so a warm and humid start to the day. We're tracking the start of these storms arriving later on this evening between 4 and 8 p.m. with additional rain showers arriving later on tonight. Here's a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Across the area, we are remaining dry this morning. Sunshine and passing clouds, the story across our morning. Temperatures in the 70s in Utica-Rome region. I want to bring up the severe weather risk for today. Some parts of our area, actually this just got updated within the last 5 minutes. Some parts of our area is in an enhanced risk, a level 3 out of 5 for severe weather. This does not mean that everyone will see a storm. This means that storms that do develop have a higher chance of becoming severe, including some damaging winds, heavier rainfall, as well as some hail. Tornadoes are not out of the picture. However, they are very, very, very improbable. There's also a heat advisory on the reason we have an alert day for today. Heat advisory for southern Oneida, southern Herkimer, southern Fulton, and most of Montgomery County from 1 p.m. until 7 p.m. today, as before the cold front moves through, bringing temperatures down into the 70s. Before today, highs in the 90s. Scattered storms are possible later on this evening. I'll break it all down for you coming up. Back over to you, Gary.
Eric, thanks. 3 people are in
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Happy Sunday. Looking ahead towards a warm day ahead of us, already in the 70s in some parts of our area, quickly warming into the 80s and eventually 90s. We do have a Storm Tracker 2 alert day issued for today. This is mainly due to higher temperatures as well as a possibility of a few stronger storms arriving later on this evening. More on that information coming up in just a second. Now, live look at our Cavity Tower camera. Overlooking the city of Utica, we're seeing slightly hazy conditions, passing clouds, but overall a genuinely dry start to this morning. However, as we head into this evening, some storms are moving through the area. Some could be on the stronger side. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Once again, things are looking dry across the area for the time being. We're monitoring a couple of the stronger storms out to the west right now. Already very warm this morning too. In the 70s, 77 in Mohawk, 74 in New Hartford, 67 in Westdale, 65 in Verona Beach with 69 degrees in Grace, as well as 72 degrees in Curtis Corner. Southern Valley's temperatures in the 70s as well, 73 degrees in Morris. Around the clock today, it's been warming up into the upper 80s to low 90s. Heat index values, the temperatures will feel like, mainly due to the heat as well as humidity, will reach the mid 90s. So a very warm day ahead of us today. But also want to keep an eye on some stronger storms arriving later on this evening. Not everyone will see storms, but there's a possibility of some of these storms being on the stronger side. The bigger picture, this is a lot of the longer front moving through our area. There is a weaker low pressure system connected to this stronger high pressure system up towards the northern part of Canada. We're monitoring this cold front. As this moves into our area, there's a higher chance of seeing some stronger storms, as in fact more on the scattered side. Most of our area is in the slight to enhanced risk, basically level 2 and level 3 out of 5. We usually never go in level 4 or even level 5 out of 5 for our area, so this is the highest risk we usually get. Now, most of the brown area means that some parts of the area could see some storms. Some could be on the stronger side. It does not mean that most of the area will see storms. And as you can see right here, the brown is covering Old Forge, Utica, even the northern parts of Otsego County. Looking ahead in our Skycast, this is what we're looking ahead towards today. Now, warming up into the 80s and 90s, we're keeping an eye on this bulb right here. They'd be causing some much more stronger wind speeds. That's the biggest concern right now, along with some heavier rainfall. As this moves through, the cold front arrives later on tonight. A few scattered showers and storms are possible. Before the actual cold front moves through, we run the risk of excessive rainfall too. We are at a level 2 out of 4 for excessive rainfall, mainly due to what's called training. It's when a lot of rainfall basically flows in a highway in the atmosphere, causing excessive rainfall in some parts of the area. Now, the exact location depends on exactly where a lot of that wind speed ends up arriving. But as you can see right here, by the early morning tomorrow to early afternoon, see this cold front finally leaving the area. Could spark up a storm early on the early afternoon tomorrow. But after that, look, remaining dry, temperatures warming up into the lower 80s to upper 70s for Monday, and cooling down into the 60s and 50s with much less humidity heading into Tuesday. Here's a quick recap of our severe weather risk. Once again, the biggest risk right now is high winds as well as heavy rain. Hail is also possible. The risk of a tornado is non-zero, but it's still very, very low. We want to make sure you remain up to date with all the latest info. Today, though, Highs in the 90s, scattered storms possible late tonight. Looking ahead towards some rain showers and storms later on, a low of 69. Tomorrow, a high of 81, AM showers. The PM looks pretty much dry with a lot less humidity heading into tomorrow. Our 7-day forecast, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, a lot less cooler, a lot more cooler compared to Sunday, with highs in the upper 70s to low 80s across Monday, Tuesday, as well as Wednesday. In our trivia question, which baseball team has the most Hall of Famers? This includes players, managers, and executives.
You know, I want to go with my Yankees, but I'll go with Brooklyn and the Dodgers.
You should have gone with the Yankees. The Yankees were actually, there's 30 total, and I think it was 21 total players, just so they actually lead both with players as well as total players as well. But also because a lot of players play for multiple teams, they don't have actually a team on their plaque. But for the teams, that, especially the New York Yankees, the hat that's on the plaque,
yeah,
they have their logo. So the Yankees are leading the race out of all those 4 teams.
Go Yankees. Eric, thanks. In this extreme
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Today has been issued as a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to the potential of some stronger storms later on this evening, as well as some pretty hot temperatures, highs reaching the 90s across some parts of our area, with heat indexes, what the heat feels like, in the mid-90s. Just look at the outlines real quick, what to expect for today. Once again, high levels of heat and a risk for storms later on today. As I said before, heat index possibly can reach the mid-90s, and strong storms are possible later on tonight. Now, looking ahead at our severe weather risk outlook for right now, a good chunk of our area is in a level 3 out of 5, an enhanced risk for severe weather. What this means is not everyone will see a storm, but it means that if a storm develops, it has a great potential of becoming severe. The highest risk right now is being high winds and heavier rainfall. Hail is possible, as well as isolated tornadoes are possible further west. They are very, very unlikely, though, to reach our area at this point in time. Live look at our Cooperstown camera. We're seeing a lot of festivities happening right now around the Baseball Hall of Fame on Main Street. A beautiful morning, a warm one to spend time outside. We'll make sure to keep an eye out for the weather later on this evening as those storms move into the area. Live look at your outdoor battery, Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar across our area. We are currently dry. We are monitoring those rain showers currently developing into some storms out to the west. Once again, we'll keep an eye on it throughout the afternoon and evening, bring you up to date with the latest information on what to expect for that. Around the clock today, though, warming up into the upper 80s and low 90s across some parts of our area, primarily in the early afternoon, with heat index values reaching the low to mid 90s. So a very warm day ahead of us today. Now, weather grades overall, if you're going to spend time outside, the morning and early afternoon should be pretty much dry. However, looking ahead towards the early evening, between 3 and 4 o'clock is when some stronger storms are possible to move through our area, and they will continue throughout the evening, heading into tonight. Additional rain showers and possible excessive rainfall is possible due to what is called training. Radar and satellite, we have a low pressure system out towards the west, bringing a warm front. This is what's causing higher temperatures today. We're keeping an eye on this cold front moving in from the west. As this moves through our area, this could sparking up a few scattered, stronger storms. And like I said before, not everyone will see a storm, but if these storms develop, some of them could have the potential of becoming severe. And as you can see, if you zoom in a little bit, we can see what parts of our area are in the level 3 out of 5. This is almost entirely of Oneida County, and the entirety of Herkimer County and the northwestern part of Otsego County. However, the rest of Otsego County is still in a level 1 out of 5, so definitely just remain to be weather aware throughout the day today to be up to date with latest information, including weather alerts. We do have a Storm Tracker 2 weather app that will send you information, including lightning, as well as severe thunderstorm warnings that will arrive in your area. Our Skycast, this is what we're keeping an eye out for right here. This could be producing some stronger winds between 4 and 6 o'clock as this moves through our area. It'll be looking to weaken as it heads out towards Otsego County. Additional scattered showers and storms are possible throughout the evening, with additional rain showers moving through overnight. Rainfall totals could be on the higher side overnight, but still keep an eye on rainfall totals heading into tonight. Early morning tomorrow to early afternoon, a cold front finally pushes through. We're seeing a break in the humidity, temperatures warming up into the low 80s with much more sunny skies, and the dew points once again lowering out down into the 60s and 50s, so a much more pleasant day tomorrow. Today, highs in the 90s, scattered storms possible late tonight, cooling down to the 60s. Scattered showers and storms will continue. Tomorrow, a high of 81. Early morning showers make way for dry conditions in the evening. Our 7-day forecast, Looking ahead, the heat wave looks to end by today. Our next 7 days look to be in the upper 70s to low 80s, more typical of this time of year, as temperatures usually don't reach. The typical temperature across our area for this time of year is in the low 80s. Now, our weekend trivia: in Death Valley, California, maximum temperatures of over 120 degrees recorded for how many consecutive days?
I'll go with our director, Tom, who said C31.
31, it was 43 consecutive days. So in there, it was between July 6th and August 17th of 1917. But fortunately for us, we're not expecting any 120-degree days in our forecast. So luckily, we're not living in Death Valley, California.
That's for sure. That darn Tom in my ear, Tom.
Yeah.
And stay with us. More news up right after this.
Thank you for joining us. We'll get into those stories in just a moment, but first, let's get you over to meteorologist Eric Gage, a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. Good evening, Eric. How are you?
I'm doing good, Syra. And well, some people probably are seeing some scattered showers and storms. Some were on the severe side across some parts of our area. Let's take a live look at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Let's talk about what's going on right now. There was some reports of wind damage and power outages just in the southern part of our area in southern Otsego County. As you can see, there's a storm report in Oneonta for a tree down on the road, as well as one down in Sydney. Those are the strongest storms right now. I want to let you know we are avoiding a big, there's actually a lot of wind damage down in northern Pennsylvania. We are missing a huge storm down to the south. We are not over with storms just yet. Take a look at these storms moving towards Oneida County. These are following a trough moving into the area, a weak disturbance that will be causing some additional storms. As we look out towards the east or towards the west, we are seeing additional storms moving in from the west right now. As you can see, additional development out towards south of Buffalo. We are still under a severe thunderstorm watch in effect until 10 p.m. tonight, so make sure you are weather aware throughout this evening for any updates, including additional severe thunderstorm warnings that could be put into effect in some parts of the area. But for tonight, additional rain showers and storms look to come to an end, with additional rain showers and possibly some locally heavy rainfall heading into early tomorrow morning. Look, that forecast is coming up. Back over to you, Syra.
Thank you, Eric. 7 players.
Good evening and welcome back. We are in a Storm Tracker 2 alert mode for today due to some scattered showers and storms, some being on the severe side. Let's take a look at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. A lot of our area has been spared from a lot of the really severe wind damage. As you can see, northern Pennsylvania and the southern tier of New York got pretty much slammed with a lot of nasty wind damage. Some areas too. Oneonta has 2 reports of trees down on some parts of the road. You see, there's one report, multiple reports of trees down on Highway 8 in West Oneonta, as well as one storm report in the southern part of Otsego County near Sydney. Now, there are some rain showers and thunderstorms moving through Oneida County as we continue to move out towards the northeast, towards the middle part of Herkimer County this evening. More information on that coming up in the next couple of hours as well. Any new information we'll post on our WKTV Facebook page. Live look at the Cooperstown camera overlooking the Baseball Hall of Fame in Main Street. Definitely a quick, brief downpour, but overall things looking mostly dry. A few light showers for the time being. The severe weather risk for this point, this area is now at a low level for this point in time. Look at the bigger picture. There's a cold front arriving from the west is what is causing a lot of our severe weather for today. And as I said before, a lot of severe weather is to the south of us, but still we are not completely out of the clear, especially for people in the north, as well as the western part of Oneida County, as well as the northern part of Herkimer County, as well as mainly all the counties, all the central New York as well. This is due to a cold front still moving through the area. This can be causing what is called training. As you can see here, these rain showers are moving through central New York. You can see they're on a straight line, still developing. This is called training. It's basically, there's a highway of wind in the atmosphere that can cause some rain showers to produce some locally heavy rainfall. And in fact, right now and currently in the Mohawk Valley, we are seeing some brief heavy rainfall. We'll continue to see some scattered showers and storms heading into this evening. And look ahead, we are still at a level 3 out of 5 for severe weather risk for today. Now, the stronger storms are out in the southern part of Otsego County for right now, moving into Delaware County, but still, we're still at a level 3 out of 5 risk. So just make sure you're weather aware throughout this evening and tonight. The severe thunderstorm watch looks to end around 10 p.m. tonight. Looking at our skycast, once again, the scattered showers and storms do continue into the night with additional rain showers moving through overnight into early tomorrow morning with mostly cloudy skies. Looking ahead towards the early afternoon, the cold front finally pushes through. Dew points reach the 50s. You'll feel a lot less humidity as well as temperatures warm up into the lower 80s. So definitely a relief of the widespread heat we saw over the past 5 days. Now we're cooling down to the 70s, 60s, and eventually 50s overnight for early Tuesday morning, but still a much drier stretch of weather ahead of us. Looking ahead towards partly cloudy skies and temperatures warming up into the mid 70s heading into Tuesday evening. Today, highs in the 90s. It was a scattered storms are possible. Continuing on later on this evening, some parts of our area did see temperatures only in the upper 80s. So due to cloud cover, some parts of our area only saw temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. Tonight, cooling down to the 60s. Scattered showers and storms do continue overnight and tomorrow after some morning showers. Look to remain dry heading into the evening on the breezy side as well as that cold front moves through our area. Our 7-day forecast, storm tracker 2 alert day ending today. Looking ahead towards tomorrow, temperatures in the 80s and 75 on Tuesday. Also 84 on Wednesday for a high with dry conditions. Rain showers look to return heading into Thursday morning. We'll be right back.
Thank you for joining us. We've seen some scattered rains in our area with over 3,000 people without power in Oneida County, as well as 500 in Otsego and a few in Herkimer. Let's get a first look at your forecast tonight with meteorologist Eric Gage. Good evening, Eric.
Good evening, Sarah. Yes, there is some power outages in some parts of our area. There is power outages in specific areas, especially New Hartford and parts of southern Oneida County, as well as some areas, mainly looking ahead towards Oneonta for some power outages in the Otsego County area. Let's take a look at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. I want to bring attention to this storm right here. This is producing a little bit of rotation. If we put a pointer, you can see exactly where this is. It's producing some stronger gusts of wind speeds between 40 to 50 mile per hour wind gusts. This is producing some significant lightning with it too, and as I said before, power outages. We'll keep an update on what to expect for these storms throughout the next half hour, as well as any updates later on tonight into early tomorrow morning. We are not done with weather just yet. There's a storm out in Geneva right now, as well as another round of storms ahead of the final cold front. You see the cold front is actually out towards the west right here. We're seeing additional rain showers that could be moving through our area early tomorrow morning. We're not looking to remain dry out of our area until early on tomorrow afternoon. We'll keep you updated with any new information on these parts of these storms. Once again, the biggest risk right now is gusty winds. Now, we're under severe thunderstorm watch for some parts of our area, primarily the Herkimer County area, as well as all of Oneida County. Looking ahead towards tonight, additional rain showers and storms are possible in the early tomorrow morning. We'll keep you updated throughout the next half hour on what to expect for these storms coming up. Back over to you, Syra.
Thank you, Eric. We'll check back in.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good evening. We are still in a Storm Tracker 2 alert mode for tonight and in early tomorrow morning due to some scattered showers and some storms. It could be on the stronger side, seeing wind gusts some parts of the area nearing 50 miles per hour. As a live look at a Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. I want to take a look at these storms right towards the eastern part of Otsego County. This band of storms right here are producing 50 mile per hour wind gusts. This caused a few power outages, especially in the southern part of Oneida County, as well. These storms are moving towards the northeast. Once again, these are the main risk for these storms right now is lightning, gusty winds, and locally heavy rainfall. Some local ponding on roadways is possible with these storms. They're moving slow, and what it's doing is it's also called training. What it is all these storms are moving down a highway of wind. It's causing a lot of excess rainfall in some parts of the area. Would not be surprised if some parts of the area will see a flood advisory for tonight. We're not done in the Oneida County area just yet, as well as another storm out towards the west and moving into our area within the next couple of hours. We're keeping an eye on these storms too, as well as another line of storms up towards the northwest. Now, this storm right here up towards Canada actually did produce a confirmed tornado. Now, this storm is moving out towards the north part of our area, outside, way north of Herkimer County. So we're not expecting that as well, but we just want to remind you that there are some stronger storms to the north right now, and we're hoping these storms will weaken. Enough of these storms are using up all the fuel in our area. Now, the actual cold front, if you can see it, is this thin line out towards here. There is multiple rounds of storms that move through our area before the actual cold front arrives. I want to make sure that you are up to date with all the latest info. We'll make sure you're covered on tonight as well for any new warnings as well. There are no severe thunderstorm warnings right now for our area, but there are just alerts for some stronger thunderstorms, primarily in the southern valleys. Around the clock tomorrow, warming up into the upper 70s and 80s for some parts of our area. On the breezy side, as soon as the cold front moves through in the early afternoon. But as you can see, weather grades, there's still some rain showers lingering on into the morning hours. We don't dry up until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The bigger picture right now, we are seeing some scattered showers and storms due to this cold front arriving from the west. And as you can see, this cold front will be arriving, bringing additional storms into our area. We are still at a level 2 out of 5 for most parts of our area. That means there is still a chance for these storms to continue to develop into stronger storms. Looking ahead in our Skycast, after early tomorrow morning, some additional rain showers will move through, and after the cold front moves through, high temperatures will reach the upper 70s to low 80s with mostly dry conditions and breezy as well, with partly cloudy skies only cooling down into 60s and 50s overnight into Tuesday. Tonight cooling down into 60s, 69 degrees for the low. Showers and storms continue, as well as tomorrow. Showers and storms continue in the early morning hours. They look to dry out by the afternoon with dry conditions on the breezy side as well. Highs once again in the low 80s. Our 7-day forecast, we might continue the alert day into early tomorrow morning. We'll make sure you remain up to date with all the latest info on these storms. We look to dry out by Tuesday and Wednesday with highs in the mid 70s to low 80s. Look to see your next chance of rain showers heading into Thursday. Saira?
Thank you.